Okay, so this video is appropriate for this channel because we cover a lot of guest grabbers. We cover a lot of idols through like baby metal, and I did go through a J-pop phase on this channel. So we're gonna be exploring this video called "Being a Japanese Idol" by the Japan Reporter. Okay, this guy does pretty good work. Definitely shout out to him. And I appreciate what he's done with these videos. It really gives insight as to what's. It gives you maybe a better definitely a better understanding of what is going on in various aspects in Japan. And you may be surprised. Like, I have not seen this. I don't know what's going to be exposed or talked about. We're going to react to it in the moment, live. So we'll see how it is. All right, let's play it.
Just like South Korea, Japan has a huge idol industry that being extremely competitive and prominent, generating billions of yen in revenue.
I do know there's an anime about this called Perfect Blue. That is the name of the anime, right? Perfect Blue? Wait, is it Perfect Blue? Is that one? Or is it... That's the one, right? So what was it? J-pop star or something. And... let's see. Yeah, Perfect Blue. Perfect Blue. Kind of a horror movie, really. Yeah, I remember that. Alright, let's play.
Revenue every year with a lot of passionate fans. And just like any other industry, there are common practice or traditions that idol needs to follow, like interacting with fans closely, not dating anyone, or graduating from the group, typically around 25 years old. But with each passing year, our idol culture has been changing. For example, they are not necessarily so young, like the typical image of idols we have, while we still have many idol groups whose members are still middle school or high school age. It's not so rare nowadays to see women in their 30s still being idol and attracting so many fans. For example, average age of this idol group is 65, but still full of energy and shining as fuck.
We are Japanese idol. Let's talk. Let's dance.
After all, who
Okay.
said the idol has to be so young?
年齢もアイドルにしては若くないと思うし、
I guess we're not so young anymore. So they started off when they're very, very little. Okay, gotcha.
子供がいるメンバーが2人います。なのでお母さんをやりながらアイドルとして活動してるんですよね。なので世間のアイドルに対するイメージとはまた全然違う。だけどそこに魅力を感じてくださったりとか、こう親近感を覚えてくださる方とかも結構ファンの方の中にはいらっしゃいますね。
Oh, wow. Okay. Huh.
Typically speaking, idol groups
So that's a group of moms. Is that the same group? The Candies? No. That's the Obachan.
子供がいるメンバーが2人います。
Two of us
な
have
ので
kids.
お母さんをやりながらアイドルとして活動してるんですよね。なので世間のアイドルに対するイメージとはまた全然違う。だけどそこに魅力を感じてくださったりとか、こう親近感を
So they have the appearance of, or what is expected for idols. So, you know, to look the idol way. But, yeah, they're not, you know, like little girls or whatever. They're much older. They're like, I guess in their 20s or 30s.
覚えてくださる
Some are
方
moms.
とかも結構ファンの方の中にはいらっしゃいますね。
Typically speaking, idol groups, especially the famous ones like AKB48, belong to some agency and
Okay, I'm recognize them. I'm familiar with them.
strictly controlled by the management. And they're the ones who dictate and take care of pretty much everything like marketing, scheduling, selling merchandise, and so on.
That's right. That's right. Not the management. Yeah, the management will control everything they do. You can kind of compare that to, like, I guess pop stars, certain pop stars like from the States, from the US, how the management has a lot of say so what's going on. Boy bands and things like that.
which can be great because you only focus on singing or dancing stuff. But sometimes they exploit you and don't pay you so much, which will be complete.
Oh, we're gonna get some negatives. We're gonna get the negative. We're gonna get the dark side. A little taste of the dark side of the. Oh, it literally says the dark side of Japan's underground idols: little pay, long hours, and unbreakable contracts. Unbreakable contracts. That sounds like you're forced.
Illegal, but you may not even notice it.
デビューそろそろしないとやばいからっていうので、若い子の夢をなんか利用したとこなのかなっていうのはありますね。
多分10分の1もらったらいいかな。
Only 10% of the profits? Ooh, man. Ooh, taken advantage of. Taken advantage of.
ってぐらいなんですよね。
At maximum. And how they know? I mean, they don't know any better. They're very naive. They're young when they're given these contracts, right? So they don't know what they can argue for. They don't know how they can bargain, you know. And even if they did try, is there another girl that could take their place?
もらったフェアじゃないですね。全部その自分だし企画も自分でやったりしてる。
Because we're the ones mainly doing the planning, preparation, training, costumes. So you did a lot of the work. Sounds like most of the work, and you get very little in return.
のに全部取ってっちゃうんですよね。それはやっぱ劣悪ですね。アイドルだけで
That is bad.
食べていける人なんて
Though I'm gonna sound like the bad guy and ask, like, what is the role of management in that in these for these groups? To do the planning for the tours, to do the planning for the costumes, things like that. Are there some businesses or some companies, some talent agencies, some studios that will definitely take advantage? For sure, 100%. Not want to do much of anything. I see it like kind of like a group project. I know what I'm talking about. Group projects when you're in school. You know, you have to get into a group. And there's always that someone who does nothing, but yet he or she will reap the benefits of it. That person will have every excuse. It's kind of like that, except they somehow dupe you into this. Well, it's not really somehow. Well, it's not really a surprise because they offer something. They have something that you really want. It'd be fame. Fame, attention, possible money, maybe. They hold the key, or they're before the gate of something you really want. So, anyway.
少ししかいないっていうのは多分誰でも分かってると思うので、なんかその低くても文句が言えないというか言わない環境っていうのはもともとあると思うんですけど。
But nowadays we.
Yeah, that's bad. So even though pay was very low, none of us complain about it.
文句が言えないというか言わない環境っていうのはもともとあると思うんですけど。
But nowadays.
Yep. And even you did complain, what would happen? What would happen? I'm very curious. And I think I already know the answer.
We see more and more self-producing idols that don't belong to any talent agencies. And some are quite successful actually. So today, let's hear from one of those idol groups and what they like about being idol.
皆さん、はじめまして。
Wait, I think I recognize them.
私たちニュー12ラジオ体操クラブ
Okay,
です。
I do not know them.
よろしくお願いします。はい、そうです。リーダーと あとグループのメインプロデュー
The
ス
leader,
と
main producer,
あ
also
と
charge
楽
of
曲
writing
制作
songs.
をしてますはいいろいろやってる人ですセルフプロデュースっていうのはプロデューサーとかっていう大人の方っていわゆる言われるような人たちがいないグループなので自分
So they do their own thing 100%. You don't have to worry about management. Okay, well, you want to do it yourself. I mean, that's what you have to do.
たちで全部やるっていうのがセルフプロデュースアイドルグループによりけりにはなってくるんですけどうちの場合だと
Now I wonder with that. I wonder if we're gonna find out here of the idol groups that do it on their own. If there's a limit to how far they can go, or where the reach is. Like maybe the industry doesn't really recognize them the same way, doesn't give them the same opportunities, restricts them from having certain opportunities. I should say prevents them and restricts them due to not being seen as a legitimate.
そういうブッキングのメールとかのやり取りも振り付け、楽曲、衣装も全部自分たちでやってるって感じですね。
ジョンさんはそれ、主に仕切ってるって。
あ、そうです。主にこう見
Manage
てるって
everything. Now I wonder what she gets in return as well, like money wise.
感じですね。ありがとうございます。
それは初めての経験ですか
4年半前くらいに初めてこの業界に
Got into the idol industry 4.5 years ago.
入ってきたのが私がセルフプロデュースアイドルからだったんですよ。AKB
So she was in a group with herself. Oh, we have double. Wow, what? That was a lot. That was a lot right there. I must have two stream elements here. I'm not sure what happened there. I have double the fun there.
48さんがすごく好きだったのでそれが小学校の2年生とかいろいろアイドル戦国時代って言われる時にちょうど小学校くらいだったんでテレ
Back up. Growing up, I yearned for AKB48 so
ビ
much.
好きだったの
I
で
mean,
そ
they're
れ
the
が
high
小
ups.
学校
They're up top. On a 7 or 8.
の2年生とかいろいろアイドル戦
At
国
that
時代って言われ
time,
る
I was
時にち
in the idol warring era and had a lot of great idols
ょう
were
ど小学校
active.
くらいだったんで
They
テレ
knew
ビ
on
見て
TV.
わーってなってたって感じですね
Like, wow.
アイドルになりたかったんですけどでもいろんなとこオーディションとか応募してもやっぱ全然受からなくてでもどこも受け入れてくれないんだったらもう自
Then why not create my own idol group?
分で作っちゃえみたいな感じでなんかイベント
I contacted tons of idol events and concert
出たいです
organizers.
とかっていっぱい送ったりとかしてで出れるようになってみたいな感じだったんで
Be recognized gradually.
嬉しかった記憶の方が結
And
構
my
大きかっ
dues
た
honestly had more rewards than pains.
ですね自分の作った曲が
Been
大きいスピーカーからフロアに流れてて盛り上がってるのとか
I think the audience enjoyed it.
やっぱ見るのがすごく楽しくって思ってた夢みたいなのが現実に来てる
Sounds like it's working for her. Let me put it on the screen so you guys can read along too, or just say what I see here. Read it as it comes up. I feel like the dream I've always had in mind is coming to reality.
すごい嬉しかった
Happiness is something that I remember the most.
結構印象強いかなって
More
思
than
い
any
ますね
pains or struggles I've been
セ
through.
ルフプロデュ
Maybe we're
ース
self-producing.
しすぎてる気がしててなんか他にもセルフプロデュースのアイドルさんって結構いる
self-produced groups,
最近結構いるんですけど
especially nowadays.
それでもやっぱ楽曲と
Usually
か
they're
はその
outsourced.
外注したりとか衣装は外注でとかってなってくるとで
Yeah,
うち
but
は
rarely outsource anything.
外注することがほぼないその
I
グルー
think
プの
that's
色
why
を
we
そ
can
のまま
express our
曲と
uniqueness.
か衣装なり動画
Our
なり
songs,
に
costumes,
載せられて
and
る
everything on a
っていう
deeper
の
level.
は、他のグループと
Well, yeah, if you're in control of everything you do on every aspect, you have full creative control. But that's also going to take a toll on you because it's like you are doing everything.
違うのかなと思います。
でもその前
Previous idol group I belonged to
の
had
グループは大人
management.
の方がいらっしゃったんで、なんか自分たちでこ
Now
う
we don't
作り
have
上げ
one
ていく
and
感
creating
じの
idol
達
group
成
of
感
gives
と
us
か
a big sense
は
of
全然違うな
accomplishment
って思いますね。やってるなっていう感
and
じ
more
はありま
fulfillment
す
as
ね。
well.
他のグループさんだ
Many
と
idol groups are
結構ツイッ
micromanaged
タ
by
ー
their
の1個のツイ
agencies
ー
or
トとか
management.
で
What does it say or suggest about let's just say it baby metal, like how are they managed? With even just one tweet she posts is strictly dictated or
で
controlled.
これは合ってないからやめろとか結構あるみたいで聞くんですけど、なんかそう言ってくる人がい
Good that
な
we
い
have no one to
いない
micromanage
っていう
us
の
like that.
もいいし、まあ、いないからこ
But at
そ
the
自
same
分でこう自分でマネージメ
We
ント
really
し
had
ていか
need
な
to
きゃい
be
けない。
managed just by
まあでも
ourselves.
その分の向かい風みたいなのもガーンってくるので、
Okay. So far, so good. Seems like this is an option. It is a lot of work, and you would have to be really committed. But it seems like it is a doable option here. That is to self-produce, be a self-produced J-pop group, idol group. I wonder if Baby Beard is that. I wonder if or Lady Beard, Baby Beard, whatever they call them. I wonder if they fall in that category. Probably not. I'm not sure.
そこはちょっと大変なんですけど、やっぱ自
But overall, we
分
really
がなりたい
enjoyed
と
the
か自分が
process.
作りたいアイドルが形になっていくっていう
Nobody our
の
vision in our
が
songs
やっ
and
ぱり楽し
performance
いですね。
on our own.
By the way, in the idol industry, we often hear negative things like this, which may be still common.
Strict rules, no pay, intense work schedules, no private lives, no protection.
Even nowadays, and in addition to this is also quite
No protection, meaning like I guess the fans could get really close to you, infighting, jealousy, resentment between members. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
common to hear, especially in a female idol group, more than male idol group.
自分一人だけじゃなくて
I felt like I was
誰かと
constantly
比べ
compared
られ
to
て
other
常に
members
活動し
by
てるじゃないです
fans.
か。女の子同士のやっぱり見えない格闘みたいなのとかは
Rivalry,
それはちょっとやっぱやって
Yeah, that's gonna happen. It happens even with some of the metal bands we cover. With like, well, I don't think it really happens with us. I guess some people could do that. Let's say Love Bites, and they compare the members of Love Bites, or say Nemophila. We may compare the members, but when I do it and when you do it, we're probably doing it just in good fun and being constructive about it, not being weird or creepy or mean,
やってみなきゃわかんないですね。
But maybe that's less common when it comes to self-producing idol groups. And maybe that's part of the reason why it's rising.
女の子の世界
I was concerned about if
っ
I
て
could
怖
get
いか
along with
な
other
とか
members.
思ってたんですけど、やっぱ仲
But we
間
have
意
a
識
big
の方が
sense of
強いから
camaraderie.
そう仲良しで
Since we really need to get along and cooperate.
やらせていただいてます。
主催とかワンマン
Especially
前
a few
の
weeks
期間って
before
めちゃめ
holding
ちゃ
live performance.
やることが多くて
It's
大変
hectic
なん
and
ですけ
overwhelming
ど、
as we have
でも
lots
そ
to do on
の
our own.
当日ステージ立って
But when the time comes,
お客さんがこう
it's on
見
stage
に
and
来てく
sing
れ
and
て
dancing
ステージ
in
で
front of the
歌ったり
audience.
してるっていう瞬間はなんかアイドル
Always
やっ
be
て
so
よかったな
fulfilled
って思う
and
瞬
glad to
間
be an
で
idol.
す。
本当に一番最初に結成した時から掲げてるのが ZEP っていう名前がついてる
I feel like even with this, there's a side that we're not getting here. I like this man's work. I like what he does. But is there more about this? We don't know. Are you checking out like gravure and stuff? Oh, right now we're just doing it's a video about Japanese idol stuff. I did react to some gravure stuff a bit earlier, but we can always go back to that. There's always time for that.
場所でもうパンパンの状態でワンマンライブがしたいっていうのが前は夢だったん
Before
で
that
す
was
けど
unrealistic dream for
活動
us.
してい
But
くうち
now
に
we've been working hard.
もう
It
目
became
標
our
という
goal.
かやるべきことに変わったなっていう感じがありますね。そこでやりたいです。
もっと今より大きなステ
He wants to play at
ー
a
ジ
big
で
venue.
たくさんのお客さんの
More
がいる
audience. Yeah.
景色が見たいです。
日本のアイドルっていっぱいいるじゃないですか。なんか日本のアイドルと言ったらこれって言われて恥ずかしくないようなっていうか。
Oh. It's to be an idol group. This fascination about wanting to be an idol group. That is intriguing. Can't think of anything that it really relates to like, let's say, the States. Especially with, like, I guess the youngsters today. There was a point in time when people wanted to be in bands. People still do, but is it as popular as, let's say, like starting your own SoundCloud for like mumble rap or whatever? I don't know. I don't know really how to compare it. It's like its own thing. It's very unique. But yet, at the same time, you can draw some similarities. Like I said, to like when it started a band and things like that.
I think being an idol can be really tough because you got such a small chance to make it, as it's getting more and more competitive in Japan. But at the end of the day, they are chasing the dream.
Have a really small chance, and I don't know how the industry is. I don't know how healthy it is or how lucrative it is. If there's very little money to go around, or if there's a lot, but the big guys already have it mostly. Which would create a situation where there's very little to go around.
That they are deeply passionate and excited about. And seeing the smile and fulfillment, I could tell that they are genuinely enjoying the process. And maybe that's what matters most, more than success or money.
ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。
Well, enjoying the process is nice and all. Enjoying the process in any sort of creative endeavor is nice, but the reality is it doesn't pay the bills. And if you can't pay the bills, you're just not going to do it. I mean, it comes a point in time where it's just not going to do it. I mean, if you can't pay your way with it, I mean, if you're spending that much time and energy in something, but you're still broke, you're still cold, you're still hungry, you're still begging and scavenging, fighting for scraps. I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. Okay, so this was a video on being a Japanese idol. It was more informative.